Hi everyone. Let's see, do we want to filter today? Some of these are just so crazy. Kind of just feeling natural today, so skip the filter. Hey, welcome. Hi everyone. What's going on? So, real story, my mailman just drove by and I swear we like locked eyes in my house with my ring light on and everything. He's probably like, oh look, an internet girl. Oh my God, it was so funny. Why does it feel embarrassing? You know, it's like content is such a big part of like everything that we do, but like it can still feel so awkward and embarrassing when you like get caught making content, right? In the real world. Hi guys! Okay, so today we are talking about 5 steps to 10K months. I love when it sounds so easy, right? The funny thing is that like most things, especially in business, are very simple, but like simple doesn't always mean easy, because if it was easy, obviously everybody would do it, right? Everybody would own a business and that would just be the way of life. So I want to empower you guys today, hopefully, to do less, do a little bit less, and to be more focused, and most importantly, to know where to direct your focus on a regular basis. Because some of us, we're super focused, we're super disciplined, we have like an incredible work ethic, but we're putting our like energy into directions that are not the most profitable and are not actually helping us grow. So it's almost like wasting our time a little bit. And that's not what I want you guys to do. So I hope that out of this training today, you guys will walk away knowing where to focus your energy and how to actually start doing less. Okay? I keep seeing my little bright nails. I did order some fall nail polish colors today. I love doing my own nails. It's like my quirk, I guess you could say. So I will be welcoming fall soon, but I had to do like one more bright mani before it was time. Okay, so we are right at 12:30, so let's go ahead and get started. So like I was just saying, the road to 10K months as a hairstylist, they're actually a lot less complicated than you think. Hi, Gina. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you here. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna not get distracted, but hi. So the road to 10K months is actually a lot less complicated than we think. And when I was behind the chair and when I was still taking clients, I realized that when I relaxed and I actually focused my energy super specifically, it really helped me do better, right? So a lot of times we are like dispersing our energy either in a million different directions, or we're focusing on things that actually don't impact our bottom line of like sales, making more money, getting more clients, keeping our clients happy. We're kind of just doing all of these other things. So what I want you to know, like if I could set a phrase to kind of encapsulate this whole training today, it's that simple scales and fancy fails. Simple scales and fancy fails. And you're going to see how this is going to work out, because I'm going to show you those 5 areas, but maybe part of you right now is like, Ren, stop. Like I see the 10K, 20K stylists and they're doing a ton of stuff. They have a ton of softwares. They're doing like 5 posts a day. They have assistants. They have VAs. They have all this stuff going on. Like, what are you talking about? But see that they are now at a different level. So they get to then change their strategy. They then get to add on things because they've made it to that level. When we get fancy too fast, y'all, which means below 10K, if we get fancy too fast, we actually slow our growth. We increase our overhead And so we're not only slowing our growth, but we're making less money. Okay, so we want to keep it simple. Simple scales, fancy fails. So what does this mean? So I'm going to show you the 5 areas. And if you guys have been to one of my master classes before, this should be a little bit of a review today. This is something I teach in like a monthly workshop, which I might be bringing back in September, if not September, in October. So be on the lookout for that. But as I go through these categories, the way you're going to get the most out of this is if you actually mentally kind of rank yourself in them, okay? And as always with all of my content, we come to the table with compassion, right? We don't judge ourselves. We don't shit on ourselves for not being perfect at things. Like, that's not how it goes, but we have to have an awareness, right? We have to know what's going on. So as we go through these categories, I want you to think, yes, I have that on lock, right? I'm consistent in that area. I'm getting good results in that area. If I wanted something to happen in that area, I know exactly how to make it happen, okay? And then you could kind of just put a check mark there. And so the ones that don't have a check mark, those are the ones that you should be focusing on, because if you can strengthen those, like the goal is to have all 5 of these categories hot, like on track, on lock, systematized, where you don't even have to think about it. Once you can do that, you will easily hit 10K months. And many people argue you can get to 100K months by doing that, but we would have to add in a lot of different services, team members, XYZ. So if it's you behind the chair, then they'll get you to 10K months at least, okay? So let's go through it. So the first of 5 categories is actually called build. So it's building an audience. Okay, so building an audience. If you want to hit those 10K months behind the chair, you have to know exactly like how to have new faces coming into your world, getting to know you on a regular basis. Okay, you have to have fresh faces finding you. Otherwise, it gets stale. Otherwise, you've already kind of tapped your people out, right? You have to have new people coming and finding you all the time. And so for you as a local business, what does this mean? It means local women. Local women who fit your dream client category would be the most perfect, but let's just say local people coming and finding your profile on a regular basis, following you, checking you out. So we want that happening. So that's number 1. The second thing that you need to do, and by the way, all 5 of these are going to be every week, every day, okay? These are like not a cool, I did that once, or I did that once a month. We want to get in the habit of doing this all the time. So build an audience. The second thing is nurturing your audience. And I like to, when I talk about like nurturing, I like to use the example of like a plant, okay? You can have 2 different plants, right, sitting side by side. And one plant can be totally like new leaves shooting out. It's like shiny, it's tall, it's like having babies in the soil. And then the other one, because it's not the perfect light and watering schedule and you're not dusting the leaves, it's alive, but it's like small and like wilted. Okay, we want your audience, these people who are coming and finding you, these local people who are checking you out, we want them to be nurtured. We want them to be big and growing and happy in your presence. We want to make sure that they are getting and fed what they need and want and aspire to, inspiration, all of that. So nurturing your audience. So this is mostly going to be content, posts, stories, all of that kind of good stuff. Okay, so build an audience, nurture the audience. The third one is booking appointments. So now we're pivoting from building an audience and nurturing them to turning them into actual appointments. Like how many of you out there, and I know because I get it in my inbox all the time, like how many of you feel like you have tons of people following you, but you're just, it's like, but how do they become clients? Like, I don't get how one becomes the other. Like, what am I supposed to do here? What's the magic trick? I'm missing something. Okay, you need to know exactly how to initiate that and how to make that happen. So how to turn your audience into booked appointments. The fourth part is now where we tend to focus all of our time because it's the funnest, okay? The fourth part of hitting 10K months is like giving an amazing service. So this is going to be your skills as a hairstylist, right? This is where your clients come in and you actually wow them, you listen to them, you make them feel special. They leave either with a plan to get where they want to go ultimately or with what they wanted. So this is giving the high quality service. And in my experience, this is where everyone focuses like all of their education money, right? Learning how to be better at serving, better at service providing, better at being the hairstylist of their business. So, and that is important, right? It's one of 5. But if it's the only one of 5 that you have on lock, it's gonna be hard, you guys. And so if that has been how it is up until now, I hope that you're seeing, hey, nothing's wrong with me. I just haven't had a balanced business yet. I've been just a good hairstylist, okay? Okay, and then number 5 is retaining your clients. So keeping them coming back, building that loyalty, getting them rebooked, right? That's how we keep it all running in like a symbiotic relationship. And like I said at the beginning, it's not just this happening by luck, right? Oh yeah, my clients just always come back to me. It's like having that plan to have them coming back to you. Being proactive. I have a carousel coming out tomorrow about kind of how to build quickly if you've moved locations or how to build really quickly. And one of the things that I was talking about in it is, you'll see tomorrow, but the difference between active and passive marketing. Showing up actively and showing up passively in your business. And in all of these categories, these 5 categories, a lot of times we default passive, right? We want a hashtag. We want to like drop a hashtag and have a flood of people come and find us and come to us. Book appointments with us on our website because we did a hashtag. Like, y'all, that isn't how it works. So let's look at these 5 categories again, okay? Build an audience. Nurture your audience. You want them to be a thriving plant, not alive, but like, looking all weird. Then we want to book appointments. We want to turn them into booked appointments. Not on accident, not by saying, go check out the link in my bio. We want to have like an actual plan for that, okay? The 4th one is going to be delivering that amazing service. You guys are killing it at that. I know it. I see your work online. You guys have that part down. And then lastly, number 5 is retaining them. So listen, if you can, and this takes self-control, and I say that all the time, like it's not easy to have self-control and to like regulate your desires and excitement around different opportunities, different shiny objects that are happening out there. It's not easy. But if you can do your best to stick to these 5 things, your life is going to be so much easier, you guys, and you're actually going to get better results. You're going to have more time for your personal life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here is the deal. If when we went through these 5 things, you realized, hey, I'm pretty good. Let's just say you were like, okay, I'm pretty good at posting, so nurturing my audience is good. I'm really good at doing hair. Like, I'm not perfect. I still want to like stay on top of it and like keep learning, but I'm good at it. I am. My clients are happy. They do come back to me, so my retention is pretty strong. But getting new people, coming into my world and turning them into booked appointments, knowing how to do those things, that is not my strong suit. That would be These are like the biggest opportunities in your business right now. And if you notice, I didn't say policies. I didn't say knowing how to do cancellations or deposits or having the perfect pricing set up or knowing whether to do hourly or a la carte pricing. Okay, those are details. Those aren't like the foundation of what's going to grow your business. Those are the details. So I didn't say any of those. So if you are finding that you have gaps in building, nurturing, or booking appointments, even with retention, you guys need to DM me the word clients, okay? Because the luxury client method, which is my signature program where stylists are making tons of money even now, even over the past couple years and the economic roller coaster we've all been on, they have been booking people, you guys, and great clients, $250 clients, $4,000 clients for extensions. Okay, you need to get those parts unlocked because once you do, once these 5 things are strong, 10K comes like this. And then you can think about all the next details, or you can just be happy, right? And be like, I built this amazing business. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, change my schedule to how I want it. Okay, let life be simple. Let life be easy. Have focus and discipline on the parts of your business that really matter. If we can let it be less complicated, we will be so much more successful. Because the truth is that, like, I don't know if you guys grew up thinking this. I totally did. That success only comes from like really, really hard work. Right? You can only make a lot of money if you work really hard and you give everything to it. And so what happens, because many of us grew up in that, is when things are simple, when things are very simplified, like what I just showed you, the 5 areas, if you lock those down and run with it, you're done. Like, you mastered being an entrepreneur. Like, that's all you need, literally. But what happens is when it's too, like, when we see things really simple, we have skeptical thoughts. We're like, no, too good to be true, can't be right, absolutely not. It can't be that easy. And so we look for ways to make it hard. Even now in my business where I'm scaling to completely different, levels than the 10K a month, but as I'm scaling, I struggle with this too. When things are too simple, when things are calm and stable and just on that steady up, it's so hard to not want to go do something crazy because it's a little bit boring. But you guys, let it be boring. Go have a fun personal life. Go get your joy out of your personal life. Let your business be simple, something that you can build consistently and just feel really good about. Something without drama, right? Without the roller coaster. So I really genuinely hope that this training has helped you all see that it doesn't have to be complicated. And if you have been making it complicated, no worries, right? Just take a step back and say, okay, what are the 5 things I can focus on right now? Where are my strengths? And then where do I need to put a little more intention? Where do I need to, where are the gaps in my business and what do I need to do to fix it? Like I said, if you don't know how to do some of it, let me mentor you. I've got you. We can have this fixed in 30 days and you can just be on your way. But as always, coming and listening to these trainings, hitting play, spending your time on them is just the first step, right? The next step is actually putting it into action, which is always the hardest part. The learning is fun, the action is hard, but I swear this is all that you need to catapult your business. And yeah, so thank you all so much for coming today. If you have questions about any of these categories, just comment them. I'm happy to walk you through them. DM me the word clients at Ren Lopa Official. Let's chat and just see where you are and if some support would be that missing piece. But I love you guys, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Gina, I'm gonna message you so that I can get a little update from you, but I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I will see you very soon.